I was gonna stream, but not yet. Just want to shoot a quick video, um, organically, and just reflect on where I am right now in life. So, been in the Navy for coming up on 5 years in June. The Navy has been a blessing. It has been a blessing for me to serve in the military thus far. Um, it does come with some limits on what I want for my future and my future goals, long term goals. Um, I really thank the military for the amount of great people that I had the opportunity of crossing paths with. Um, the amount of great people that I have in my circle, my small little circle. But one thing I've noticed was for the past, I would say, years that I've been in, I've always tried to uh, heavily break into, I don't want to say a side hustle, but creating another stream of income, right? The side hustle or the second job. Um, and I somewhat was able to do that, but I'm not where I want to be yet. So recently, I have closed on my first home in California while I was deployed, and then I was able. Then I'm fortunate enough to be able to cash flow that home and create another source of income. And so that has been a blessing for me thus far. And I do plan on scaling my portfolio now. Um, and I do want to, I want to share that process as I walk that path with you guys. Um, there's a lot of stuff that I'm not going to speak on now because I'm still at the beginning stages, right? But yeah, I had a goal when I joined, which was to use the military as leverage to buy real estate. Um, I really had a desire for wholesaling real estate, but with my schedule in the Navy of having to deploy every year and a half or every other year and a half, and trainings, um, uh, exercises, uh, like command post exercises, field training exercises, sustain um, uh, sustainment exercises. It gets in the way of a set schedule that I tried to create for myself outside of work, where I would have time to focus on something specifically that I want to be consistent on for myself. However, I was still able to buy real estate while I was deployed. I had a lot of ample time to do a lot of things for myself on deployment, and that was one of my goals. One of my goals was to buy a house. Yes, so bought my first house at 26 um, from another country, right? Um, Other than that, I have talked a lot about streaming and my views on streaming thus far. I've been doing my homework on some of the streamers, um, some of the new streamers too, and one thing that really stood out to me is their lifestyle, I guess, off stream or outside of the camera. It's not something that my lifestyle is in alignment with. I noticed that a lot of the streamers, they don't commit, the streamers that I know of, don't commit to a physically healthy lifestyle. There's a select few of them, and I don't even think they're streamers. And I'm not tech savvy, and so I had to really ask myself: is streaming something that I want to replace with my consistencies of swimming, going to the gym, running, um, those things I could fit it in my routine. I could do it consistently. I could build on my skills. I could hone in on my skills, um, and I don't think I want to replace something like swimming with streaming. I have a I have a profound passion for swimming. I'm very, very, very good at swimming freestyle. I can swim long distance, and I always tell myself that if I had the opportunity to swim competitively while I was young, on teams, I would have been a beast now. And so I look back and I'm like, damn, I wish I was able to swim on a team growing up, but um, I still have the leisure time to swim recreationally, and I could run long distance. The longest I ran was 13 miles. But doing these things has allowed me to create a lifestyle for myself that's conducive to growth. And I'm very self aware of what I would replace, um, what I would be replacing if I was to really focus on streaming. But the reason why I wanted to stream is because the good thing about streaming is it gets you out of your comfort zone. If you want to scale yourself on social media, right? You have to get out and get comfortable with being uncomfortable with meeting people. I like to speak to people. Um, I like to put myself in situations where I'm uncomfortable and I'm asking myself, why am I uncomfortable about this? How do I become comfortable with this? Um, but having to learn how to use the technology and then having the time to go out there and do activities that will be engaging to the viewers is a whole nother ball game. Is a whole nother ball game. These streamers, they really have a lot of ample time, and I don't even think I know a streamer that has 9 to 5. Having a 9 to 5, it limits the amount of things you could do. On the weekends, we really only have Saturday for ourselves. Sunday we get Sunday is recovery day. You getting ready for Monday. So I find myself saying that I'm gonna stream and I'm gonna turn on the camera and I'm gonna get behind the computer. One thing that I got good with was just doing reaction videos, but everybody does reaction videos. Um, I think the greatest way to scale yourself is collabing, doing collaborations, and I don't open myself up to collab with people for the reason of feeling like I would have to replace already my routine of the things that I do to keep a healthy lifestyle for myself. So that's that. I mean, I did have thoughts about like streaming in the gym. Uh, Maybe that's something I could do, but I'm not even really gym savvy. Like I just go to the gym, do some pull-ups, do some low rows, do some push-ups, do some squats, do some leg press. I do some cardio before I hit the gym, 3 mile run, and I'm done. So I'm not really into the progressive overload and the all of the semantics behind lifting weights and bodybuilding. That's not my thing. I I can only bench press like 245s on each side, and that's it. Not 245s, a 45 and a 45 and a 10 on each side, and that's it. I don't even know how much that is, but yeah, like I'm not big into bodybuilding. That's not my thing. I'm a cardio dude. I love to swim. I do 2,000 yards a session between freestyle backstroke and breaststroke. I'm not a good butterflyer. I want to learn butterflying this year. I swam in masters last year, and I'm in the fucking military. So yeah, that's an update on what I've been up to so far. Just got back to the U.S. In February. Got back to the U.S. February 4th. Um, Spent the month getting acclimated to the environment again, right? Fixing up my crib, servicing my car, all that good stuff. Um, Soon I'm gonna be picking orders to another command. Um, I'm a logistics specialist. I'm a fleet rate. I'm supposed to be on the fleet. I'm supposed to be on a ship. Right? I'm supposed to be not on land. I just so happen to be fortunate enough to be attached to battalion, the CBs. So that's what I've been up to, and I just had to shoot this video because I've just been very inconsistent with my words, and um, there were pros and cons. The pros and cons to my actions, right? Bought my crib, plan on scaling my portfolio. So it's like when you have goals and you know how to attain them, you realize that a good portion of attaining your goals is is having discipline and focused energy. It's not it's not energy that's all over the place. My energy can't be all over the place, and your energy is all over the place when you're like collabing and doing and venturing out and trying new things. It's honing your skills, focusing your energy, and it's a lot of quietness. That's how I work best. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. Um, I'm 27 years old. I'm damn near 30, but I'm still young, still agile, right? But yeah, like once you hit that certain age, you should all. I feel like you should already have stuff, you know. You should have your motion, in progress. So I don't know. I don't know what would happen. What's gonna happen with me and trying to stream, but it's a lot. It's a lot. I've been watching a lot of like neon streams and um, I stopped watching Jack though. I watch him here and there, but a lot of neon stream. Uh, Been seeing Clav more often. But these guys, they're just like they. I think Neon's parents are fucking rich, and then Clav started off working at a nightclub. I mean, like I watch some of Rakai's stream, right? Ray, um, but yeah. That's really it. I just been watching them, and I'm like two different lifestyles, two different lifestyles. I don't know any streamers that have a 9 to 5. I don't know any streamers that's in the military, and and some will argue that's what would make me stand out. But it's a lot being in the military, and my job comes first. So um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, if you made it this far to the video of listening to me of what I've been up to, I appreciate you watching me, and I'm looking forward to shooting another video. I want to get more into like I said again, I want to get more into real estate, and I want to share that journey with you guys. Again, like I said, when I first came to the Navy, I was really big on trying to get into wholesale and real estate. That never happened for me. I don't know if I still even have any type of luck with getting into that part of real estate. But yes, bought a property, cash flowed it, something I was able to do, and that's what I'm gonna stick to. I'm just gonna try to something that comes naturally to me, and just find success there. So more time. I'll see you guys in the next video. I might turn on the camera and stream or do some react videos and upload them on YouTube. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys. Take care. Peace out.